Hey, it's JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's March 2nd, 2024. Hopping right into the 24-hour storm boards. Looking like we picked up about 3 to 7 inches in the valley floor. We had 3.5 inches here at China Gardens and upwards of 7 inches on the web storm board in Ketchum. And looks like we picked up a real healthy bit of moisture this last night into this morning. Looks like that cold front has kind of passed, or at least the convective stuff ahead of it has passed through, but we'll take a look at that in a moment. You notice a lot of the snow totals are kind of missing or in red. I think during storm cycles, it's very hard for snow height to be calculated. Basically, what happens is a infrared laser kind of gets shot down towards the snow surface. And if it catches any snowflakes or whatever it catches, it bounces back and relays the change in depth. So I think a lot of the signals have been kind of wrong on that. For example, yesterday, I think lower Titus was saying 9 inches, and people were reporting 16 inches out in the pass yesterday. A few field reports saying that. So keeping that in mind with 0.75 inches today at lower Titus, if we translated that to snow density with the current temperatures we had last night, I'm thinking about 10 to 12 inches of new up there, certainly more where it's blown in. Everywhere else kind of received about the same amount of SWE yesterday. So that's looking really good. Today's going to be windy and more scattered snow showers. We will pick up some convective snowfall with scattered thunder showers today, mostly this morning. Highs will be in the mid 30s, and we still have that southwest flow overhead producing southwest winds with strong gusts up to 55 miles per hour as that cold front passes through right about now. And those winds will die down as the day progresses. Tomorrow we'll have more scattered snow showers, mostly in the afternoon, which is some lingering snow showers with this trough that's passing through. Highs will be in the upper 20s, so much cooler the next couple of days with that Arctic air filtering into place behind this cold front. Upper level trough is kind of exiting, or will be kind of in the middle of it, so we're just going to have kind of westerly flow. Winds die down quite a bit. But as we shift to more westerly flow, there's another cold front coming through from Monday night. And that's looking like 5 inches in the valley floor and upwards of 12 inches up in the mountains. So another thing to look forward to. Keeps on coming. We have an avalanche warning in all 4 zones today. So make sure you check out Ben's forecast. This is looking at Galena Pass, considerable, sorry. So dangerous avalanche conditions exist out there. Check out the full report with them. Looking at the webcams, this is Galena Lodge is currently loading. The links were kind of not working very great this morning. You can see kind of real life what happened last night as it progressed. Sorry, this is going to be kind of delayed, but it's always we had a big hit right this morning, it looks like. All right, so reporting almost 10 inches at the lodge this morning. So there you go. That kind of lets you know that lower Titus is probably more like 12 plus inches up there. Based on what you're seeing at the lodge, usually when you go up in elevation, especially with colder temperatures, you're going to be getting more snowfall. 6 inches on the Baldy Stake this morning. Should be a really nice fun day at the mountain. A little breezy at the top, but if you stay in the sheltered areas, you will be enjoying that. And then 7 inches in Ketchum. That's quite a bit difference between Ketchum to Haley, and that all depended on the temperatures. It was 32 degrees at my house kind of right now. So Can't show you the lightning. We had a bunch of lightning strikes to the south of us, kind of looking at the current radar here. You can see this blue line is the cold front working through with those storms cells ahead of it. Every once in a while you'll see some flashes down here. That's the convective energy that's moving to the east right now and brought us a little bit of snowfall right at daylight here. It looks like that will happen throughout the day. Boise National Weather Service was really highlighting that this morning, that this cool air, such a quick drop, is creating a lot of convectiveness out there that would be able to produce lightning storms. They were pretty fired up about it in the in the forecast discussion this morning. Looking at forecasted totals for today, another inch to 2 in the, or just about an inch in the valley floor. That probably happened mostly now. And then 3 to 5 across the higher mountain ranges. And then we take quite a bit of a break for tonight. Lingering showers for tomorrow, just looking at trace to 1 inch in the mountains, and a little bit less Sunday night. But hold on, because Monday, when we switch to that westerly flow, it starts to pick up, and quite a bit is predicted for Monday night when a cold front comes through. So looking at 5 inches in the valley floor, probably more down into Ketchum, it looks like. And then a healthy 6 to 12 inches across most of the mountain ranges. So, yeehaw, another hit of moisture. All right, looking at what we got going on our satellite reel, we have kind of 2 lows, focusing on this one here, and then that expands out our cold front, which is currently working kind of through like this. And that's heading on an easterly direction. You can see all these little puff balls in this zone here behind it, and those are all cumulus nimbus clouds producing electrical storm out there. So this really cool air hitting that warm air is really causing quite a bit of effects behind this cold front. And I think this is going to be the HER model if you're still waiting for me. Actually, I played the NAM because the HER was looking like it was not really showing what was going on, the current radar. Whereas radar is kind of really hard to look at because in our area, it doesn't do a good job of showing what's happening in the mountains, especially with these lower level cloud decks. So you can see that big bands. Put this back to now. You can see there are a bunch of good blobs, but all that yellow and red is the ahead of the cold front there. And then we kind of have some scattered showers working through the area through midday, and then it kind of eases off a bit before we might get a little bit before sunset tonight. So hopefully, and that's probably the angle of the sun this time of year is so high, and if we have any brief patches where that sun can go through the valley floor and heat it up, that's going to really cause some instability. And I think that's what we can hope for this afternoon with getting a little bit more snowfall, is these pop-up cells that happen and really ignite and can lay down some heavy snow for brief periods, along with some thunder. So cross your fingers for some more snow, because it seems like I have to look back to see if this storm really produced what they said they was going to do. Certainly not with the water. It was predicting 2 to 3 inches across some of the higher spots, which we don't have snow tells for. But I think we're at an inch and a half to maybe an inch and 3/4. This is looking at the the Cape values for possibility of thunderstorms. You can see they kind of move eastward with that cold front, but our best chances are kind of for the next few hours here. All right, let's skip ahead to what's going to happen. Looking at the 500 millibar, you can see this huge trough overhead right now, swinging in that southwest flow that brought us the cold front this morning. That low dies down, and this thing becomes even more broad. And then, so that's why it's just having lingering snow showers, no real system overhead for us. That low moves over to the eastern, east side of Canada. Don't know my provenances too well up there. But then we'll have the strong, oh shoot, all that was zoomed in that whole time. All right, major. Play that back for you since I just screwed that up. So westerly flow builds in here for Tuesday, and that's going to bring us that next cold front, and then that shifts out of place, and we can expect some high pressure ridging to develop for Thursday through Friday, and maybe even into the weekend, it looks like, before we have this next trough coming through. And then we're kind of getting out into fantasy lands. We'll stop it there and see what happens. But this next storm system for Tuesday is looking pretty good. Just getting hit with cold front after cold front.